Hi, my name is Amy and this is Allie, and we are members of the Fit Plan staff at Mashpee Fitness Center. We are excited to bring to you right now 30 minutes of stretching and relaxation. During this session, we'll be experiencing some flexibility work, we'll guide you through mobility work, and that will involve regular traditional stretches, maybe some different movements, but they're all designed to increase flexibility and decrease tension in our body. So we're gonna ask you to focus on your breathing and really focus on just calming down and finding a little time to just literally relax and recover. Sound good? Yes?
Good to me.
All right. We're gonna use a chair today as a prop. And this doesn't mean that you need the chair necessarily, but we're gonna use it to facilitate some of the positions that we'll be in. If you work in an office or you do find yourself sitting at a desk for a long time or even driving, you can use any of these movements in your daily life. So feel free to pick and choose as we go along what you'd like to do later. Good?
Sounds good.
So let's sit tall on our chairs. So I'm actually gonna move my body forward just a little bit. My back comes off of the back of the chair. We're gonna find a nice tall posture. And whenever we talk about relaxation, we cannot not mention our breath. So if it's available to you, I'm gonna encourage you to take a deep breath in through your nose, and then exhale through your nose. And let's just practice that. As you inhale through your nose, you want to feel your rib cage expand 360 degrees. That means to the front, the back, the sides. And you might feel your abdominals open up or press out as well. Then as you exhale, you're going to feel the rib cage kind of close and the abdominals shrink down or draw in. As you practice that, keep going. Maintain some nice length in the spine, so sit up tall. Now, if breathing through your nose is not available for whatever reason, you can gently either inhale through your nose and then exhale through your mouth, or you could mouth breathe. The advantage of nasal breathing, though, is it decreases our heart rate naturally. Okay, so it's going to help down-regulate our nervous system and our whole body as one system. As you exhale with your mouth shut, you might find a little warmth in the back of your throat. Sometimes I describe it as fogging up a mirror, right, like this, but your lips are shut. So try that. You'll find that it creates warmth as well. The idea is throughout this session, we don't want our breath to deviate too far away from this nice relaxed pattern that we've created. So at no time during the session do we want to feel like we have labored breathing or break into a sweat. That's too much. So this is just nice, gentle stretching session. All right, we've got the breath. Let's take a few more for about 20 more seconds. Always working at your own pace. Perhaps trying to find a little bit more length on both the inhalation and exhalation. All right, beginning in our chair, let's just relax our arms down by our sides and let's push our palms down. So we started off relaxed and now we're gonna use a little bit of intention to just press our palms down. Imagine creating a longer neck. Feel the space between your earlobes and your shoulders increase. Maintain that same natural breath pattern that you've created, and let's tilt our right ear towards our right shoulder. So right ear towards your right shoulder. And now with a little bit more intention, take that left palm and push it into the ground. So right ear towards your right shoulder, left palm towards the ground. And the breath is just flowing. Now turn the chin towards the chest so your eyes look down, keeping the pressure through that left palm, and then return the right ear towards the right shoulder, eyes ahead. And let's continue that. So you're pushing the left palm down, your chin goes to your chest, and then your right ear goes to the shoulder and your gaze is forward. So you're just working in this kind of quarter quadrant, if you will, through some movement here, nice and gently. Many of us get tension through the neck and shoulder area, upper back, and you may feel some sensation here. Finish up your next movement whenever it feels comfortable for you, and just return to center. Let's relax the arms, shake them out a little bit, and just roll the shoulders back nice and gently. And then again, find our palms flat, pushing down, sitting tall. And let's do the other side. So just gently find your left ear towards your left shoulder, and you're going to gently push your right hand down. So we're creating our own tension. We're not stretching to any unsafe range. We're just passively finding our max distance or range that feels comfortable, right? Just breathing. We're going to a point where we feel mild tension, gentle pressure. And then when you're ready, bring the chin to the chest, look down, and then again, return the left ear to the left shoulder. Looking ahead. So let's work through this quadrant again. At your own pace, breath is just relaxed. I think one of the hardest things for people is just slowing down, taking time to sit still and breathe. So if this is a big challenge already, well done so far, and stay with it. I guarantee you're gonna feel better than when you started. Finish your last rep, and then bring your head back to center again, and shake those shoulders out a little bit. So roll them back. Excellent. We stretch, whether it's static or dynamic, to increase circulation, right? Increase blood flow. Those are two great benefits. All right. Now let's take our hands behind our head. Now, if this bothers you for whatever reason, you might have shoulder issues, do whatever you need to do, right? You could just lift your arms out, you could put them on your shoulders. Most of us can find some range behind the base of our head, right? So find it if it's there. Sit up nice and tall. We're gonna inhale. I want you to imagine lifting your chest as if you're basking in the sun. So nice big breath in. And then as you exhale, round the upper back only, bringing the elbows towards each other, eyes look down. Then inhale, open up. A little lifted gaze. And then exhale, round. Now your elbows don't have to touch. They might not. But we want this general motion to happen. And as you exhale and bring your elbows forward, you'll notice your belly kind of pulls in, and that's great. See if you can move with your breath. So you inhale, open, and exhale, close. And again, through your mouth or nose, but in a gentle way. A few more repetitions of this at your own pace. If you need a break, you can always take one. This is a great movement that you can do just having, sat at a desk for an extended period of time. And open up. Excellent. And just shake that out. Perfect. You can feel the heat, right? Let's take our legs a little bit wider apart, so maybe slightly wider than your shoulders. And we're just gonna slide our hands down on our shins. Now, depending on your back health and your body structure, this may or may not feel comfortable, but we're just gonna let the head hang. If you have the space available, let your hands find your shoes, or your hands could find the floor. If you don't feel comfortable, you can just leave your hands or forearms right on your thighs and just rest your head forward. So you find where you feel comfortable. Allie's gonna stay right there on her forearms. We do wanna feel some relief through our low back. So if you're on your forearms, try to relax through the back and just let the shoulders and head hang. Now, if this bothers you because there's too much blood flow to the head, then just come up and take a rest. We're all gonna gently walk up our body again. Come into that stacked position, slowly letting everything relax. Take a breath again. Let's do it one more time. So big breath in, exhale, and just slide forward and or stay on those thighs. This is a great position to give some relief to your low back. Most times bringing the knees to the chest will do that, and we're just using the chair to facilitate that. Okay, walk up gently and slowly. Excellent. Bring the legs back to a more neutral position, and let's just take our right hand down. Now, depending on the style of your chair, you might have something to hold on to. That would be great if you do. Or you can just place the hand right on the edge of the chair. So we're gonna move our left arm. So let's take our left arm up, and we're just going to bend away from the left side of the room. So think for a moment, please, of making sure both feet are flat, and then reaching your left sit bone, so your bottom. Reach that left sit bone into the chair as you reach up and over. Eyes are forward, right? Shoulder is relaxed. And imagine putting some space or creating space between your lowest rib and your left hip bone. Obviously, we're not gonna stretch so far where we fall off the chair, right? So don't do that. But we do want to use our own body to create a little bit of tension. And the breath is flowing. Excellent. Let's just gently switch. So anytime you do regular static stretching, you can hold that stretch for 30 seconds. You can hold it up to 2 minutes, right? Whatever you feel comfortable doing. There are advantages and disadvantages of doing a variety of different techniques, but the main point is we want to move and we want to create a little bit of heat. We want to improve circulation and work on our range of motion so that we can move better. So I'd suggest trying a lot of different types of stretching and movement and mobility work and mixing it up because our body loves surprises, right? It makes us great for life, which is full of surprises. Excellent. All right, so already we should feel pretty good through our upper body. You should feel a little bit less tense if you started out tense. Okay, we are going to get up from our chair, but we're going to use it as a prop. So you could always do this in the office as well. So carefully get up, use your body for assistance if you need to. Now, we're going to both come to the side of our chairs. We're just going to tilt our chairs slightly on the angle so that you'll have a good look. Maybe tilt towards me so they can, yeah, I think we won't mix each other up that way. We don't want to mix you up either. All right, using the back of the chair, let's step back and find a nice L position with our feet. So you do have to make sure that your heels are over your hips, right? And you're just going to let your arms remain straight and let your head find its way between your arms, eyes looking down. Now, a few things we want to be aware of is we don't want to hyperextend our knees. So leaving a soft bend in your knee might be a great place to start. Think about someone pulling your tailbone backwards, right? So your tail feathers are up there and your spine is nice and long. Now, if you have a chair, be sure that it's stable. We don't want to be pushing all of our weight on the chair. We want to be actively reaching our tailbone back while part of our weight is supported on the back of the chair. Can you find that nice gentle breath? We're feeling some sensation through the sides of our torso, right? Our back, our arms, also the backs of our legs. All right, now slowly rise up and start to walk forward toward your chair. Just find a little bit of relief, maybe shake it out, adjust what you need to adjust, take a breath. And let's find that place again. So shoulders width apart are our feet approximately. We reach our tailbone back. You could do this at your desk at the office. No one's gonna think it's too weird. I've even done it at the airport, right? Just have to be aware of which way the back end is facing, right? And that your chair doesn't have wheels. We don't wanna roll away. A couple gentle breaths here. And then slowly rise and walk towards the chair. Excellent. Feel pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. All right, now we're just gonna turn facing front so we can leave our chairs right here. And depending on your flexibility, this may or may not be appropriate for you. But we are going to weight our left leg, and we're going to use the chair for balance. Find a sock, shoe, or ankle, and pull the same side heel to the glute. Now, Allie's gonna stay right there, and I'm gonna show you a quick option. Now, since you do have the chair, you could walk in front of the chair and just rest a leg on top, standing tall, right? And what we wanna try to do, even if you're with Allie, is you wanna try to flex this glute muscle just a little bit. So if you kind of squeeze the same side cheek with your own might, drive your hip forward slightly, you will feel a stretch down the front of your thigh. That's what we're looking for. Now, if we sit a lot, our hips and our thighs are gonna get pretty tight from that position. So if we can push our hip forward just a little bit more, we'll find a little bit of lengthening. Are you feeling that, Allie?
I'm feeling it,
Feeling
yes.
it? Excellent. All right, now gently step down or release your leg and shake it out, and then do the same thing again. I'm gonna walk behind and join Allie. Right? Now you might need to switch the position of your hand, right? So we just did this foot. If your chair's over there, you better be ready for a chair to be available to you. So go ahead and turn, do whatever you need to do to find balance and find the other leg. Now again, we want our knees drawing down. We want our hip pushing slightly forward, even though we don't really see a significant amount of movement. And we want our posture upright, so chest lifted. And again, holding onto the chair. Please feel free to use that other option as well. And let's just take a few deep breaths here. Nice gentle breath, but giving our body the opportunity to just settle and take in some oxygen, get some heat and circulation going on, and release. Well done. Okay, using the chair again for balance, let's step one leg back. We're just gonna do a basic calf stretch. So it doesn't matter what foot you do, we're gonna do both sides. Use the chair, push your back heel into the ground, keep a nice long line from your head through your shoulders, hips, and the back heel. You should be feeling a stretch through the lower leg. Make sure both toes are going the same direction. And again, whatever you're pushing on, it could be your own body, but make sure if you're using something else that it's not gonna slide away. Excellent. And gently step forward and switch sides. Now, like I said in the beginning, maybe you don't have time to do all of these in one session. It's great if you do, right? But maybe you're noticing that, wow, my calves are pretty tight. You may feel better if you take a few seconds during your day, right? Maybe you take a break from your desk, or every time you walk into the kitchen, you do a calf stretch. Whatever you need to do to remind yourself to do it, but you will benefit from just doing these movements more frequently. Excellent. And come forward. Well done. All right, we're gonna find ourselves back in the chair, and we're gonna move down our body just a little bit more. So scoot forward just a little bit so you're not all the way back, leaning back, but we have a nice, tall spine. And let's move our right leg. So we're gonna lift our right leg up and cross it above on the other thigh. Now, some of you, this might feel like a huge stretch. Maybe you have knee issues or hip issues. Maybe it's not appropriate. When in doubt, don't do it, right? Ask your doctor first. I'm gonna give you a few options though if you'd like to try. So you could gently just place the ankle on the other foot, so the ankle's on the shoelaces. Your spine is long. You can rest hands on both thighs and just hinge forward. If you're pretty tight through this right hip, you may already feel some sensation. If you have the ability, you can bring that leg on top and square yourself up, pushing your knee down with your own might. Maybe you like to hold on to your foot, that's an option, and hinging forward. Now, we don't want to overly press on this leg, on our joint, but if you think about keeping your spine tall, not putting a lot of pressure there, and just hinging forward, you're gonna find some big sensation through the right hip. Now, the chair is handy because we can hold on to the base of the chair or the sides. We can use it as a way to facilitate length in the spine and get a little bit more range of motion here. So hinging forward. Now, I'm pretty tight here, right? So I might want to try to do this frequently throughout my day, right? If you have any issues and it feels really tight, probably a good idea for you to do as well. All right, we're gonna come out of it. And notice Allie and we didn't break a sweat there, right? I didn't start breathing really hard or panting. You should not be doing that either. Just a friendly reminder. Okay, let's do the other side. Maybe you're here, right? Maybe you bring it up on your thigh. Maybe you have to help yourself a little. It's all right. We want to start feeling sensations in different parts of our body. Aware of your own knee health, your hip health. Sit up tall. Maybe you like that option where we use the chair. Sometimes people like to flex their foot, right? It gives them some stability through their knee joint in this position. You can do that as well. So nice long spine hinging forward. And now that we know all those choices, again, focus on your breath. Focus on just finding your own range where you feel gentle pressure, mild tension, and then every time you're inhaling, think about inhaling directly to that area you feel that sensation. And when you exhale, think about the tension in that specific area, just releasing. Excellent, come back out of it. And you can always come in and out of stretches, absolutely fine. Perfect. And then let's release. Now, we don't want to leave out like the little parts, our wrists, our hands, and our feet. So we're going to do 2 stretches here. We're going to interlace our fingers, and instead of just wiggling your arms all over, interlace your hands and just think about kind of drawing circles with your knuckles facing upwards, right? So you're going to realize that your circles probably aren't as big as they want to be. It's a little bit limiting. But this kind of ensures that we're not going to cheat as much. We keep our forearms relatively stable. Kind of feels a little weird, right? Okay, now can you keep them clasped and turn your thumbs towards your chest and then away and towards and away? Excellent. Unclasp. Let's press our palms together and take your fingertips, push one way. If you have any wrist issues, be very gentle, right? Shoulders are relaxed, and then push the other way. Again, if you write a lot or you're on your computer a lot, making TikTok videos, whatever you're doing out there, give your wrists a little bit of relief. Back and forth. Excellent. Then you can take your hands together, fingertips down. This one always feels a little awkward, right? But you'll notice some people's go, look at Allie's, hers go right together, don't they? Mine are like, meh. Got to do this one more too. Excellent. Then just give them a little shake. Can you feel the warmth that you just created in your wrist? That's a great example of really noticing the circulation, the difference we're making. Now, just 2 more little movements for our other ends of our limbs here. Let's do our ankles. So let's hold our right leg up. Now, if you want to scoot back in your chair and lean back, I like to do that in this one so I can relax a little. I'm just going to hold my right leg up and draw circles. Doesn't matter which way you're going to go, but pick a direction first. And imagine you've got a Sharpie sticking out of your big toe. Big circle, slow and smooth, working in your own range. Trying not to let the whole leg move, right? Or the knee. Okay, go the other direction. Big circle. When you stand up from this chair, you're gonna feel like a new person.
Thank you.
Allie's gonna be like a whole nother, like a Rachel now, I don't know. All right, switch legs. Let's hold up the other one, lean back, relax that foot. Okay, pick a direction. We joke about it, but it is true. Just taking a few minutes, doesn't have to be 30, to breathe, move your body, do a few little stretches, can make such a big difference on how you feel. And when we feel better, we will move better and move more often. Switch. If things hurt, we don't like to move, right?
Right.
You gotta get the machine lubed up and ready. And that's exactly what we're doing. Excellent, let's put that leg down. And let's just do a little inventory here. Sit up tall, relax. Notice your shoulders, right, your back. If you feel like you wanna do one more of those stretches that we did again, feel free. If you just have an urge to lean forward or maybe an urge to go sideways, go ahead and do that. But notice how you feel right now after moving a little bit. Good? All right, let's take a deep breath in. Inhale, let's use our arms, big overhead stretch. Let's stop at the top, interlace our fingers, or just hold on to each other. Reach up, hold here, exhale. Inhale here again. And exhale, let our arms fall away. I hope you feel a lot better now than you did 30 minutes-ish ago. And I hope you take a few of those ideas away and incorporate them in your daily routine. How do you feel, Allie?
I feel
Good?
amazing. Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome. All right, we'll see you next time.